Hi there and welcome to another tutorial. This time we're going to have a look at Premiere Pro, how to edit videos how to add the video we made in the Photoshop tutorial into a movie. If you haven't seen that one, check it out on the link below. So you start a new project in Premiere Pro, import some files. I just imported a random battlefield capture, and then I'll select the intro we created in Photoshop 6. I'll start by dragging this to the timeline. If you want to add something before the thing you've added before, hold the control button, or on a Mac it isn't, I don't know how you call it, command key I think. So when it's in the timeline, or they call it the sequence, you can start the editing thing. In the preview window, in my situation, it's on the left top. I go to video effects, transform, and then select crop. Before I went here, I selected the actual intro file. As you can see on the right bottom screen, that part is indicated white. If I go to the effect control screen, I have the option to go to the modification scale. There's just a bar like this, and you can move it left and right to zoom in and out. It's about right, so I'm gonna leave it there. Well, that was the little intro thing we created in Photoshop, and then it goes on to the Battlefield movie. So that's pretty okay, but it's not done by a long shot. I have to change a bunch of things here. I go to video effects, transform, and the crop indicator. I double click it, back to the effect control, modifications. Now you have to scale again. That's the part you can zoom in and out. If you add to the blue number behind scale, you can just click it and hold the button and drag it to the left or the right side to increase or decrease the size of the screen you have selected. This will only work on the selected area. So the Battlefield movie, which starts now, isn't affected because I didn't select it. You have to do that for every part of the video separately if you wish to. Let's play that. Okay, we're not gonna need the Battlefield movie for now, so I just selected it, hit the delete key, and here I'm checking for some video material. Nope, not. I'm gonna select the image files I've created as well. I didn't show that in any other tutorial, but that's just a basic JPG file created from Photoshop. In the project screen, you see the animation if you hover your mouse over it, and there I have the other just added or imported files. Drag it, hold the command key or the control key, let it loose, and it's in front of your video without deleting anything of the next file. If you don't hold the command key, then you'll lose the file because it will be overwritten. So just make sure you see all those white arrows. Do it again with the zooming scale thing, and here it hits to the animation. There's a slight difference, but I'm gonna live with that. As you can see, it runs completely out of the screen, so I have to adjust that a bit. Seems about right, so I hold the left alt key and just scroll up. Basically the same as in Photoshop, so you can zoom in, hit the razor, on the indicator, I click with the razor, head back to the select tool, click it and press delete. So it's gonna stay in the screen. I go to the other image file with a transparent background. Well, in this case it's a black background, but it's more of the same actually. I'm gonna show you that real soon. Need to scale that down way, because I created one hell of a massive image. Now we can see both of them. As you can see, I just dragged it up to the other video line. Video line number 3 is now the picture. Go to the position marker, click it and drag to the left and the right to change the position. Well, that seems about right. It's on the same location as that my intro video ends. We need to do one more thing. We go to opacity, change the blend mode, put it on screen, put it behind our intro. Let's see. I'm not gonna change too much here. I could change the normal mode, of course, to screen mode. Screen mode. Wrong one. Do it again. Screen mode. Now if we play this video, this is what it's gonna look. If you drag that blue line, you can see the difference as well. As you can see on the intro movie, I've changed one layer, which now the H is missing its texture basically, but not too bad. Makes you look a second time, so the more times you view it, the more hits I get, so that's good. Here you can see when the intro stops, the transparent picture takes over and it stays at the same location. If I now put in video material, the raw cut of the Battlefield video in this case, and place it somewhere along here, as you can see, because I've changed the mode from normal to screen, you will be able to see the video material behind it. Let's see how that looks when we play it. Well, okay. Well, definitely not good video material to use in the video, so we need to change that as well. Looking through the video for a bit. See, if it takes too long, you can just grab that blue line and scroll it to a point which you think it's going to be okay. Let's say about here. Grab the cut tool, cut the video, select tool, it's already selected, hit the delete key and you've deleted the material you're not going to use. Click the material you will use, drag it to the point where you want it to start. Check that out for a bit. Not quite happy with this, so move it up a bit. And when we click here, you see that our logo is gone. I'm gonna end the video somewhere around here, maybe a bit farther. A nice little flight time with it. Not really important, but damaged choppers needs to be repaired, so let's do that. Okay, cut it here. Delete the rest of the video because we don't need it at this point. Original video is unharmed, by the way, so if you have any thoughts about, oh no, I'm gonna delete a part of my video, that's not gonna happen. This is how it looks now. As you see, the RDH is still in screen. Check it again. Yeah, okay, that's decent. I'm gonna leave it like that. RDH is there, and now it's gone, as you can see. We stop the video, and we select the RDH picture, and we just drag it until the end of this video. As you can see, now it will remain there for as long as as the video is, because we dragged it to the end. If you want to create a fade in and fade out, of course you can go to opacity and set the opacity markers, make one at the end on 0 opacity, and somewhere where you like, you put it back on 100%. In the time between, it's gonna fade out. It's real simple, actually. So that was it. All we have to do now is export this media, go to File, Export Media, screen will open. Here you will see the format. I always have it on H.264. It's now matching source. I don't want that, so I'm gonna check all the way in this list to find some HD looking setup. Here we are. Take 1080. As you can see here, the frame rate of our source is way higher than the frame rate down here, so we're gonna change that up. I'll make it matching for this video. You can always choose for the 60, but on YouTube I'm not really convinced that I'm gonna see the difference on that. Change the level to 5.2. the VBR 2 pass, and the bit rate I put somewhere around 100. It's gonna definitely change the size of your file. Render at maximum depth. Make sure you have that box selected, and use the maximum render quality. Change the name of the project, just click on this, and there you can change the title of your video, so it will be a little bit easier to find your file at the name, although you do know where you're gonna save it to, so it doesn't really matter, but it just seems to be decent to do that. Now I know, but in a couple of months I have no idea what that number was gonna be, so best to give it a title. Here you can drag the video if you want to see what you made, but already know. You can import presets or save the presets so you don't have to do all the setups again. Then hit the export button and you're on your way. Your video is gonna be rendered and done. Thanks for watching. If you have no clue how to create that intro on Photoshop 6, please click on the right bottom now and you have a direct link to that video. Thanks for watching. See you again. Bye.